The Smart Analytics Cloud service from IBM is an example of a workload-focused public cloud offering. And what that does is, in fact, it offers our customers infrastructure and platform services that can be used to exploit, that they can exploit for advanced analytics. So this is an example of underlying compute power, CPU and storage, network connectivity, along with analytic tools that customers can use in order to carry out the advanced analytics that they need. I would propose to you that, high volume analytics is a very good choice of workload for cloud computing, because very often these high volume analytics are done on a periodic basis. I want to analyze a marketplace for a particular new product that I'm bringing out. I want to analyze the performance of my company in terms of sales or inventory management or other parameters. And in fact, you do this periodically, and as a result of this business requirement, you have a variable need in terms of the compute power that you need. The ability to provision compute services or analytical services in this particular example in order to help you absorb this periodic workflow is a very good use, I believe, and a very good example of an intelligent use of cloud computing, especially public cloud computing. I believe, incidentally, that over time we will see more and more examples of these workload-specific platform or software as a service cloud offerings on the marketplace. Analytics is a good example, fraud analysis is another example, clinical trials in the pharmaceutical industry is another example, and there are others, And so I think one of the ways in which public cloud computing will evolve is they will provide these very focused services in terms of workload-specific cloud services. Question: how's cloud computing being exploited by the small and medium business within Canada? I think it is being exploited. The small and medium business customers that I have met have talked about their usage of things like Gmail, for example, and other services that are available in the public cloud. Software as a service, the various packages, the various application functionality that is offered by the various software as a service vendors is a great aid to small and medium business and get them up and running. So in fact, I think that one of the big opportunities for cloud computing, especially public cloud computing, is to offer a full set of services for small and medium business. One of the things that, one of the conversations I had with the CIO of a small business, the point he made about cloud computing is he said, it not only helps us, but it in fact fundamentally enables us to get into business without having to make the very significant upfront investment of hardware and software and IT that would make it perhaps prohibitively cost prohibitive for us to get into a marketplace in the first place, right? So the whole idea of being able to almost instantaneously go out and procure application systems, utility services such as email, websites, and other services, other compute services, if you do want to do your own custom development, for example, is a very enabling concept for small and medium business. And I think that there is a significant opportunity in the marketplace for that. How will cloud computing change the work and the makeup of an IT department in the future? It's a very interesting question, a very important question, and I think a very important question that IT professionals should be asking themselves today and thinking about today, because I do believe that it will make a significant change. Let me paint a picture. It is very possible that in the future an enterprise will procure a good portion or all of their IT services from public cloud providers. I mean, that really is stretching it. But I mean, a few years ago, we never thought we'd be doing business over the internet, right? And here we are today. So, I mean, if you really sort of stretch your idea about, compute capability, whether it be infrastructure, platform, or software as a service, is going to become much more of a utility, right? And many of the underlying services, if not all of the application functionality, is going to be available to us from providers on the internet, in the cloud. What does that mean for our internal IT providers? I think what it means for our internal IT providers is that they will no longer have the job of building and managing internal systems, or their job will, the focus will reduce in terms of building and managing internal systems. And part of their job, or perhaps a large part of their job, will be focused on understanding the offerings in the marketplace, providing intermediation between the business users and the providers in terms of what services are available and which are the appropriate vendors to provide those services, and then the role of management and integration of those services with the other vendors that they're dealing with or the other portions of their IT environment. So the future of IT, I think, really becomes one of where is the best place for me to procure and use IT services. How do I represent those services on behalf of the users and choose them on behalf of the business users? And then how do I integrate this all together?